Hi guys, welcome to the channel. General love reading for my friends Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising and Venus for January 2022. As always, take what resonates and leave what doesn't. If you resonate, let us know. Like, share and subscribe to the channel. Thank you for the support. So guys, we are going for a smaller Celtic cross that's a little bit different from the usual. Let's find out together what's coming through for you. Let's start with the oracle cards. We have the runner in a codependent relationship, fear of intimacy, listening to ego. All right. Engagement ring, engagement, partnership, commitment, eternity, completion, union. Healthy choices, making healthy choices in love and in life, self-love, self-care, being happier. Bottom of the deck. We have addiction, codependent, obsession, possession, controlling, as a block, restraint. Well, as a block makes sense if we think about the runner dynamic. Let's also pull from this oracle deck. We have success. The situation will improve. Bottom of the deck, big happy changes. Let's see what the tarot has to say about these energies. And we are ready. So, current situation, guys, we have Six of Swords, Ace of Cups, Queen of Wands, and the Ace of Swords. Challenge, Knight of Swords. Crowning energy, Queen of Cups. Core of the situation, Ten of Pentacles. In the past, Three of Swords. In the future, Nine of Swords. Our focus, Knight of Wands. Bottom of the deck, Wheel of Fortune, which is an energy about time. We cannot rush it, we know that. It can be a sequence of events that is even fated, because fate and destiny are involved in the Wheel of Fortune. This seems to be a situation that is going to need an important conversation, because we are a little bit stuck in a situation that is not exactly fulfilling, and also a situation that is running the risk to become more and more a source of anxiety and confusion. It's kind of like some of you are questioning the opportunity to develop a love partnership in the best possible way, in the healthiest possible way, considering one of our oracle cards. Bottom of the Wheel of Fortune, we have the Five of Cups, which kind of makes the point about disappointments and regrets, especially because in the past we have the Three of Swords. That can be the type of energy that we can associate to the runner dynamic, basically. If a person runs away from a commitment, this can become a source of disappointments for the other person. And so, guys, we have the Six of Swords as an energy that is quiet, not exactly active when it comes to the communication part. It can be a desire to leave behind rough waters in order to move forward in a satisfying way. We are talking about the opportunity to share love with the Ace of Cups, which is an energy that starts from within. For me, self-love, a virtue that, as I usually say, we should master we should learn everything about it. And this is the key to share the gift with a special someone when the opportunity comes our way. There can be passion, guys, in this connection. Some of you may question the ability of the other person to bring heart, feelings, and emotions to the table. And this can be the topic of the conversation, Ace of Swords driven. We have a challenge in this scenario that is even more related to the flow of communication because of the Knight of Swords, which is extremely active, quick, fast, and sudden as an energy of communication. Sometimes it can even be about harsh words, because the Knight can lose focus of the proper choice of words in order to convey a precise message. This can be about discussions. It can even be something that we can associate to the Addiction Oracle card, because if one person is a little bit stuck in a mindset that, for example, doesn't see commitment as a priority, and the other person is hoping to move the connection forward in a stable way, well, we have a problem that should be addressed. We are talking about feelings and emotions. Someone can be willing to nurture a connection. Is the other person on the same page? We have a focus on the Knight of Wands that can be super passionate, also because of the influence represented by the Queen of Wands, but can we bring more heart in favor of the connection? Can we allow the connection to evolve from, for example, a stage that was driven by attraction, desire, chemistry, passion? This can be one of the topics involved in the conversation. The Ten of Pentacles core of the situation is about legacy, a family picture, the opportunity to build on solid foundations. This can truly be something that we can associate to the Engagement Ring Oracle card, a desire in this case, guys. But in order to move towards this auspicious scenario, we should be able to clear the air about the things that were not going in a satisfying way within the connection. Because in the past we have the Three of Swords, which is of course an energy that I cannot make circles about. It's heavy, it's about heartaches and heartbreaks, sadness and regrets, things that didn't go according to expectations. This seems to be a connection that is ongoing and may have already faced a talk about the opportunity to move it forward. But what some of you got from the conversation was not what you were hoping for. We are still trying to change the landscape of the situation, but in the future we still have the Nine of Swords, which is an energy about anxiety, sleepless nights, monkey mind, going left and right without a particular reason. And this is a mindset, guys, that we should find a way to release, because otherwise it is an obstacle and we cannot think things straight. So the Ace of Swords becomes even more important, because if this energy is not manifested properly, we can truly run the risk to fall once again for doubts, questions, maybe even a fear that the situation is not the one for us. So let's pull more cards. Let's see what we can discover. Here we go. So we get Ace of Wands, Three of Swords, recurrent energy, Wheel of Fortune, we have already seen it, and the Justice. This is a right and fair decision, guys. No legal matters, for the simple fact that this flow of energies is not about a marriage. We are not there yet. This is kind of the point. And we are looking at a situation that is calling for a new way of doing things, because we have three aces involved. And so we should find a way to balance things out, going with the justice, which is an energy about fairness, respect, balance, also truth, because we have the Ace of Swords involved. And as I usually say, the Justice Lady can swing it in a Queen of Swords fashion. We need to be honest. We need to be transparent with each other. We should find a way to say what's in our mind in order to understand if we can work things out, because the Three of Swords is lingering over the interaction, and this is a heavy energy that can truly work against the connection. Time's ticking, time is a factor, we cannot rush it, but we should also find a way to make the adjustments that can be needed in a situation like this one. Can it be just a matter of passion, going with the Ace of Wands? I am not so sure, because passion was already a factor in the connection, and there is a need for more. If we want to achieve big happy changes, if we want the situation to improve, if we want our success, going with the 3 oracle cards, we have adjustments to make. Let's see the Knight of Swords, because this can be about arguments, discussions, altercations. The Fool, leap of faith, brand new stage for the connection, because the one that we were experiencing is kinda running out. Queen of Pentacles, nurturing and caring. It goes with the fact, guys, that some of you may desire something more from your person of interest, your partner, when it comes to the ability to take care of the connection, because the Queen of Pentacles can do that. But as I usually say, her openness, her willingness, that can be your approach, let's say, cannot be taken for granted by another person. And this can be another topic, because if you are willing to invest in this connection, you kinda want to understand if your person is willing and ready to do the same thing. Let's see the Queen of Cups. Sun, which is about inner happiness, happiest card in the deck. It goes with the Ace of Cups, guys, when it comes to the inner happiness factor that I usually mention, and the Three of Wands, spiritual energy, expectations, aspirations, desires, but also intentions. What are we going to do in this connection? Can we make the adjustments that are needed? This is a waiting, it is a standby. It's something that we can associate to the Wheel of Fortune factor. We cannot rush things, but at the same time, it would be wise to address immediately the factors that are not working in favor of the connection, because otherwise we are just procrastinating something that is going to pop up even more moving forward. Let's see the Ten of Pentacles. Knight of Wands. Recurrent energy is the energy of our focus. This can be the mindset of the other person, and this is what should be resolved somehow, some way. We get the Star, which is a wish granted. For some of you guys, the wish granted is related to the Ten of Pentacles when it comes to long term, even a desire for a family. Truly, going the distance with a partner, engagement, a commitment, the opportunity to build for the future. The foundations should be strong enough to last, and that's why we cannot pretend that the issues that are involved in this situation do not exist. If the other person, for whatever reason, remains stuck in a behavior that is not exactly mature, well, some of you going with the Ace of Swords may call them out, because if the star is about transparency and vulnerability, as I usually say, in a partnership it should be a two-way street. Let's see the Three of Swords in the past. Knight of Swords, our challenge, the discussions, the altercations, even the petty fights. Five of Cups, we have seen it, bottom of the Wheel of Fortune in the first deck. Regrets, disappointments, sadness. Truly conversations or situations within the connection that kinda broke your heart a little bit, but still, the Six of Swords is an energy that is kinda describing the opportunity to row our boat forward, but there is the need to understand if the two persons involved are rowing in the same direction. This is important, because if one person is aiming at something different within the connection, this is a problem. This is an obstacle. Let's see the Nine of Swords in the future. We get the Four of Cups and the Page of Cups. Small token, this one, sweet act of kindness and love. I usually say that the pages can be awkward and goofy, but still be deserving of attention. I stand by the consideration. The point is the following. The Four of Cups is a closed-off approach. And it tells us the story of a man that is a little bit out of reach, a little bit closed off. What if your partner brings to your attention an offer that is not exactly the one that you were hoping for? What if the type of reaction that they can produce is one that may ask to some of you to settle for something that is not exactly in alignment with your aspirations? Because bottom of the smaller deck we have the King of Cups, which is an energy about emotional maturity, but a page is not a king. We have the Queen of Cups involved in the flow, and so some of you may truly question the emotional maturity of the other person, because if they are driven by passion, they may want to be with you because they like you, they enjoy the time that they can spend with you, but what about feelings, emotions, and heart? Because sometimes the King of Cups can struggle with the communication part. Feelings are so deep under the surface, and quite an effort is necessary to bring them up so that they can be shared and understood by a special person. This can be one big question, for example. Is the other person willing to change something when it comes to the ability to share feelings and emotions? Because if you are willing to do that, are they going to put the same level of effort in order for the connection to make a step forward? Otherwise we are stuck, guys, and there is the risk to see an offer rejected, because if the Page of Cups is an apology or a token that is not enough, well, some of you may consider the situation as just a source of discomfort and sadness and disappointments. So it means basically that the other person is running away from the emotional maturity that can pay off, but the price to pay for this decision is that some of you may run away from the connection. And this cannot be ignored as a factor. So guys, I hope that I made myself clear and this was helpful. There is an extended on Vimeo. I'll see you there if you want to join me. The link is below. If you resonate, let us know. Leave a comment, like, share and subscribe to the channel. Until next time, I wish you the best. Take very good care of you and I will talk to you soon. Bye.